Hey everyone. How are you guys? Been a while. Cavaliers, welcome. Indra Jazz, hello. Salute. Mustafa, welcome. Hey Hatim. Welcome to another Sculpt and Chill, guys. I have this base mesh that I'll be starting from. I don't know where I have it from, but the head is definitely out of this library here. And I just tweaked it a little bit. Spam, greetings from Berlin. I'm in Berlin as well, so greetings back from Berlin, I guess. Love your work. Thank you so much, man. Lakshmi, hi. Money flows. Good day to you, sir. Brayden, my man, what's up? Yeah, I'm so glad that this cold went by like so fast. Hey, Rain, what's up? Your work's awesome. Big fan here. Thank you so much, man. Boobs. Yeah, I've been told that I should sculpt more stuff with boobs. Just joking, of course. Your work is beautiful. Thank you so much, Helen. Greetings from Vietnam. Nice to have you here. Yeah, so for today, I want to do something like very different. Because in the past, I used to sculpt creatures a lot, and I haven't done like much creature sculpting. And I'm also a big fan of Giger. So we'll some kind of Giger-esque alien kind of sculpt today. Let me switch to the lasso mode. I just like it so much more. And start. Elena, welcome. I'm Samana, what's up? Do you recognize true fans? I mean, I've been writing and talking to many of you for years, and yeah, some are like familiar faces, some are here like during the last streams. Calling credit like Biomech, yeah, something like that. I'll see. Battle Rider, welcome, bro. Make her arms muscular as fuck. We'll see. Like, I have no other plan than, you know, doing something Giger-esque. Like, I have not thought of anything else. So I want to hide like most of the face, I think. So we just do like this old inflate trick here, and then use the Sculptress Pro mode to get some more volume in here, and then maybe just, you know, cut away the mouth area, and then this will be some kind of helmet. I don't know yet. It's Ruben, welcome, bro. Biomech Giga sexy style. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I'm still like, maybe it's some kind of statue or so. I have to see. Like, there's no big plan so far. I also don't really want to deal with like arms, fingers, you know. I have to see how I do that, how I can avoid it. Maybe I can hide the arms somehow. Like she's wearing a dress or something, you know. Let's be like very, very, very rough here for now. Let's go back a little bit. Maybe the arms have to be back. Make a character something like nice from Hellboy. Oh, I don't know that guy actually. I want Bork Queen. Also a cool idea actually. But maybe like in another stream I can actually go for like really commit to something more mechy, let's say. I'm not even sure if I need like hands here. Maybe we can kind of bury them inside. I know it looks like super weird right now, but I'm just trying to figure out how we can hide the arms. So maybe it's like, you know, like she's wearing, like she's having like wearing pockets or something, or has her hands in her pockets. Something like that. Not sure yet. Maybe that does the trick, and then we just dynamesh this thing. Maybe something like that. I don't know yet. We will see. We have to experiment a little bit. Design is always like back and forth, trying lots of new stuff. AB17, welcome. Can you make a base mesh here, please? What do you mean? I think I won't sculpt like a base mesh that I didn't share somewhere. Oh shit. What just happened? Abnormal termination. That's good for a stream. Let's restart ZBrush. Okay, ZBrush, let's see what you have recovered. That's a ZTL, that's a ZPR. Nope. ZBR. Okay. Did I mess it up? I think I pressed. Nope. Let's just try the tool. Ah, there she is. Okay, we haven't lost anything. That's good. But probably a right moment to save. Hands in her back pocket. Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, I kind of like the fact that it actually looks a little like wings now. So maybe we can incorporate that somehow. And again, like I realized that last time, the object is really, really big. So let's just, I think, merge everything together here. Just merge down. Okay, okay. And then we just go to scale. Geometry, scale, or size. Yeah, and go like way down. And now we can make those bigger changes more easily. Yeah, much better. Okay, cool. This is ZBrush right now. Yeah, Elena, I heard you. Let's save this time. After we had the first crush already. A crash, not crush. I have a crush on ZBrush. 23. Let's call this Giger for now. Stream. All right. Can't have a stream without computer issues. Like I said, yeah, I mean, every time I stream now, I set everything, like I set up everything new basically, because we had like issues last time with, you know, YouTube not being able to connect. We had the same in like on Instagram. So I'm always just, you know, reconnecting everything to avoid that. So now this time the program crashed. Okay, nice. Yeah, whatever you do, something goes wrong. Maybe I like the idea of, I like that. Let's merge. Dynamesh. Oh, that's a little too much. We have to split the object up again. Let's split because the head and everything is still there. Split to parts. Okay. And now when we dynamesh this, it's just the body, maybe a little higher now. When we scale down the object, we have to do like a higher resolution dynamesh. Okay, that's cool. It's kind of interesting already. Makes the silhouette definitely more interesting. Can't wait to see the real result. I mean, we have 2 hours. Let's see what we can do in 2 hours. The Max Patel, love your work. Thank you so much, mate. All right. So I also like to make this more look like a statue standing somewhere, like being in this, I don't know, kind of giant hall, and then, I don't know, a character walking through there is just like very tiny. So let's maybe move her legs like a little bit inward. Oh, we changed the center of the object. That's very weird. I looked it up, how I can actually move this down automatically. You know, it's like just move it into the object itself. But yeah, sometimes doing like a weird workaround. It's still the same. Why does it scale up so much? I think it's the position of the character. So let's go into geometry again and look at position. 0, 0, 0. Ah yeah, but before we do that, we have to merge again. That's a little weird. I think I have to go back into my like main file and kind of do the changes there before I even start, so I don't have to do that like during a stream. Positioning stuff can be like really weird when you start with ZBrush. All right, so I think now everything's good. Yeah, perfect. Name this lady. You can name her. Come up with some cool suggestions. Is it Speaky Arts? What's up, man? The Noxx. Greetings from Brazil. Greetings from Berlin, mate. Okay. So I think we finally set up the like overall like rough pose. I kind of like how this flows already. Looks kind of weird here in the back. We don't have to worry about that. We will just Dynamesh again. But split before. Split to parts. And then Dynamesh. Okay. Mirror and welt. Mirror, mirror and welt. All right, that is fixed as well. Cool. Let's call her Flying Squirrel. Yeah, that's a good one. We now have to give her some squirrel ears. No, we're not going for that. We're not going for that. Are you gonna add tentacles? I don't know yet, man. The froggy. I like the froggy. So how much can we carve away? And she still fits in there. Whoops. Oh, I actually like this kind of shape. Where's my Epic Pen tool? So that you guys know what I'm talking about. Cycles, what's up, man? Ah, yes. You know, we have this kind of angle here, so maybe it's good to have this overall like flow of lines throughout like the design. We don't have to, but sometimes it's simple stuff like this to like kind of tie it all together. Salvo from Brazil. Welcome, bro. Greetings from Germany. All right. So maybe we can kind of get a grasp at how much we are hiding here, or how much we can show from the face. Maybe we actually go up more to have like a more interesting shape, let's say. And I wanted to try something. I haven't worked with alphas for quite a long time, and I think this is perfect, like these kind of Giger-esque style would be perfect to play like with some alphas once we have like the kind of base mesh down. Seems like ancient Egypt lady. Oh, I think it will look very, very different once we do like some more organic kind of features there. Art Games, hello mate, what's up? Yeah, it's super funny that you actually see the stream from my perspective in in my window. You see like the two screen setup. I have like OBS here and like the chat and everything. Looks like fashion industry these days. Oh yeah, I'd love to do some fashion designs. I'd probably play with that as well. Tubbs, so welcome, bro. Can't wait for the outcome. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I mean, I've, you know, I downloaded some of these. Can we make them bigger? Some of these like X-ray images. So it's like black and white images. So if you use these as an alpha, the white areas will be like elevated. And I think this could create, you know, some very interesting detail. I had this for the stingray. Also stingray. This is a turtle. And I just go into Photoshop, you know, paint a little bit around it. I wanted to see what I can do with these kind of shapes. You are so energetic. Man, I love the streaming. I had like, you know, a lot to do work-wise. So when I'm streaming, this is like time off, time to chill, time to relax, time to hang out with you guys. It's I always really look forward to the stream day. What I'm modeling this time, you know, I want to do some kind of Giger-esque statue. So what we'll do is we go to the standard brush alphas and then we actually import one of the images I just showed you guys. So let's start and just see what we can do with like the turtle and then switch to drag. And then you can drag these out to create some cool shapes. Oof. Maybe I have to copy the body so we can like play a little bit with it and see what works and what not. I want to create works like you. Could you give me some advice? I've experience only in photo manipulation. I mean, I think there's definitely stuff that you can, I mean, this also, alphas are like very, very fun to play with, especially like concept wise. So I think I would just do like a couple iterations and just see. And just see what works well. Same for the head here. Maybe I also should not overuse like a single brush. Let's dynamesh the head as well to have some more resolution. And especially more like even topology. Maybe even higher than that. You know, if you come from photo manipulation, you're very much like starting at zero. I think the more interesting question would be if you have like any design background already, because yeah, some of the stuff you would learn here or would learn when you start with ZBrush or with 3D is all about like the skills you acquire in that program. But a lot of it is like making good design choices. How can I get ZBrush? Maxon owns it and I think it's too expensive. I mean, there are also like other sculpting applications like Blender, or I think there are like some Forger or so, I think on iPad, and I think that's cheaper. At least this is like a start to see if sculpting is something for you. And you know, photo Oper, to go back to your questions, how you get into it. I've been working in 3D for like many years. So best advice I can give you is just jump into it, try different programs, try sculpting, try polymodeling, just have fun. Like the first weeks in a new program, you learn so much. Just see if it clicks. Just see if you want to do more and if this is something that you know that you enjoy. So I will duplicate the body again, and instead of the turtle, let's use the fish. I have the fish shape here. Oof. I think the image is kind of low res, or maybe I have to decrease the intensity. Yeah, decreasing the intensity worked, but the image is also quite low res, so maybe this does not work as well. Love the turtles, thanks Ryder. Lux, welcome mate. The female nuns from Dunes. Yeah, actually looks a little bit like a nun now that you said it. Wednesday is my favorite day of the week. Ah, thank you so much, bro. When you say Dynamesh, what is that doing to your model? So, you know, when I'm making changes, when I go in here, this is actually like lots of polygons, right? You don't have to worry about polygons in ZBrush as much. But when I make changes, let's say I move this apart, I actually stretch all these polygons, and then you have like, you know, less to play with in that area if you continue like sculpting. So if I Dynamesh this whole thing, it applies like this even geometry all over again. So I don't have to worry about the topology while sculpting. So this is what Dynamesh does. And the higher the number, the higher, like the more dense the mesh, the more details you can sculpt onto it. Can you please tell us the shortcuts we have to use? I have an introduction to ZBrush on YouTube. And I'm talking about shortcuts there. And you can also download my shortcut file and everything that I use for the intro to ZBrush on my Gumroad. I think all the links should be in my bio. So let's import like another image. The fish did not work that well. Let's try the stingray. Import the stingray wing. I think we need more resolution. Or is the image too low res? This looks kind of weird. Ah, I'm stupid. It's because I had Sculptress Pro on. Okay. Oh, now we're talking. This looks super cool. I think this is definitely something we can play with. This is ZBrush, mate. I sculpt in Blender, but I really want to use like VDMs. It's so much better than the regular alpha. Yeah, it's super powerful. But I don't know. I think you can also get like quite lost in details like that. Just trying to find an angle that kind of looks good. I kind of like when it kind of follows. This could be nice. Maybe like using a bigger scale on purpose. Kind of like what it does to the feet. You're a king. Thank you so much, bro. I'm always getting asked about like my system requirements, but and I always forget it. I think I have to write that down somehow so that I can give like the answer to that question like much more easily. Let's try the other Stingray version. Or maybe do like a helmet iteration of the Stingray alpha. That alpha is powerful. There's so much detail in it already. But it's also dangerous because it could like dictate what we're doing like too much. Maybe I have to scale it up much more as well. It's definitely super fun to play with and to look at and kind of find stuff that kind of works for you. think this is too boring. Let's go with this for now. And try the other Stingray Alpha I have. See what that does. It's more aggressive. Oh, it's definitely more aggressive, so let's lower the intensity. Yeah, this is ZBrush, mate. What's the meaning of sculpting and what does it do? Well, sculpting is what I'm doing right now. When it's actually, it's more like drawing. It's more like drawing in 3D, you know? Brush. Like higher intensity. It's when I'm referring to sculpting, it's basically also what traditional sculptors do, right? It's applying and subtracting mass. That's what it is. It's adding and subtracting. I feel like I have to increase the intensity again. I want to change like the overall silhouette much more. This was too much. Didn't work that well. The best shortcuts actually from you, very useful. I'm so happy you like it. I'm very happy you like them. I mean, I use like these pop-up menus and everything, and for me it just, you know, makes it so much like easier. I'm deleting some of the detail because I feel like it dictates too much what I want to do. So we will play more with like other alphas, find like more interesting shapes even. Maybe we can push this much more. Somehow reminds me of Frieza right now. I don't know why. From Dragon Ball. Dude, please don't spam. It's hard for me to follow chat then. So please don't do that. Do you upload these lives on YouTube? Yeah, I mean, I also stream on YouTube. I stream on Instagram and YouTube simultaneously. And also I upload all of these on YouTube. I think on YouTube there, as soon as I go offline, you can watch it there. My science teacher said matter can't be created or destroyed. Little did she know ZBrush existed. Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's what a rabbit hole that is. And it feels so good. To literally like create stuff from scratch. I don't know, sculpting, there is just something to sculpting that just feels so good. I don't know. Flying possum woman. Yeah, maybe. Looks like these suits, right? I feel like I want to change the silhouette even more, or like I definitely want to introduce some color and get like ideas of what to do or how I can play with color here. Let's make the face like a little brighter for like some contrast and go back to the body. So I already stick to this version yet because I like it more than the other. Well, that's a good question, Junite. How do you know when to stop? Or do you just keep going until it looks good to you? Sorry, that really depends. Sometimes I set time limits for myself. For example, in my streams, I have this time limit. I have 2 hours to create something. I think as a beginner, this is quite stressful, but sometimes also this, you know, can help, because I often feel like beginners take very like big projects, almost like projects that are too big. And then, you know, it's, you kind of get frustrated fast when things are not working the way you want them to work. So then setting like a time limit for sculpts can also help. But yeah, I mean, being done is a decision and not a state. So it's more about me figuring out what I want to do with a certain design and what direction I want to push it into. And then I have a certain goal to want like some things that have to be like communicated in some way or another. And I kind of take it from there. So yeah, it's lots of decision making. Design is lots of decision making. But sometimes I also have to force myself and say like, okay, this is done. This makes no sense now. Sometimes taking a break can also help, you know. Sometimes you need some more distance to what you have been doing. Absolutely. It's Ruben. Bye, bro. It's 12 a.m. in India. Happy to have you, mate. Sleep well. Please give some bubble on her head as a crown. I actually, let's put it there. Because I said I want to introduce some color, and I think it could look very cool to have something here. Then just go for my all-time favorite orange, yellow orange. Yes, this looks good. To remind myself that I have to put in some more color. Sorry, bro, I only speak English and German. What's your snack and music choice for today's stream? Actually, today, for some reason, I wasn't that hungry. But I ate a banana and some nuts before I started, to get some calories in. But yeah, nothing too fancy. And other than that, just water. But music, I don't know. I really like working to electronic music. Has a certain vibe to it. And today it's retro wave, synth wave. I don't know, kind of sets the pace. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Maybe we can use this line and bring it like into the arm somehow. No, I actually don't like that. Now her hands became like too visible. I want this to somehow merge. Maybe we also merge the legs together. To have, you know, we merged the arm part, so maybe we can do the same for the legs. I know. Just thinking out loud. Must be very funny designing 3D and smoking a joint. I actually haven't tried that. Maybe I should. and see what comes out of it. It's not legalized in Berlin, but I think they're talking about it. Now watching stream on the Android. That's some dedication, mate. I know how late it is on your side of the world. Only good thing about the English classes was the teacher. I also had like a really awesome English teacher in university. Okay, I have to do something for the torso. So let's go back here and like try an alpha again. Maybe the turtle. Drag rectangle, turn off sculptress. Maybe increase the intensity. I like that. I don't know. Alphas are powerful, but it can also lead you, you know, astray. So I think you have to be careful. You can also overdo it really fast. So I'm always like taking away some of the detail again to make like more deliberate choices in areas. Some of these areas. Whoops. Let's remove the alpha so I can use the standard brush, because the standard brush is really, really cool for these, you know, just like inverted creates like these very, very cool, I don't know even what to call it, like indents. I think it just works really, really well. Looks very satisfying. Thanks, Yanis. Yes, it's also very far. I don't know. I'm happy that it also looks satisfying, but it's also super satisfying for me, like to sculpt. Oh, mate, I was replying to you. Trying to do my best to keep up with everything here. Christian, your content is amazing. Thank you so much, man. Retro Synthwave, do you know Scandroid? No, I don't, but I will write that down. I'll check it out later. Scandroid. Wish you can do something like fish egg, small bubbles on head like a crown. Fish egg, small bubbles. Yeah, let's get into that a little bit, because I definitely want to introduce some color, and maybe that's a good way to play a little more with these shapes we have here so far. So maybe there's this area in here. I like the idea you said, like eggs. Now it looks like eyes, even though she doesn't have eyes, so I really like that. Looks like some ant, insect kind of eyes, you know. So I think that's really cool. Sorry, was in the bathroom. Yeah, see. Don't complain. I'm doing. Enjoy your stream more than my college classes because you teach me a lot of things. Wow, thank you so much, man. I'm so happy. Because I know that you're like studying design as well, right? So this even means like more to me now. I also did like classes when I was in school. I actually did a Cinema 4D class. we had a Cinema 4D teacher, but people were more like confused and frustrated. So I did another class and people loved it. And this is how I got into like teaching, or how I figured out that this is something that I really enjoy. It doesn't look as cool as I imagined it to be. I want to do something here, I don't know. Do you get inspired by other works so much that you want to recreate it in your own style and interpretation? Dude, you're asking really cool questions. Yeah, sometimes. For example, you know, seeing like Giger, and I know that many artists are like super inspired by that. And then tried it, you know, some like alien designs or like creatures overall. So yeah, absolutely. And I think this is also the beauty of it, right? As a designer or as an artist, we kind of all influence each other. And I think that's amazing. Because we kind of create this own narrative for like our generation of artists and designers, you know, which I think is super cool. So yes, absolutely. But I really want to avoid, you know, being like too influenced and really trying to find like my own stuff. This is why sometimes I try to not look at references too much. Because sometimes you make choices and you think that, you know, they're your idea, but you've seen it somehow and your subconscious mind, you know, tells you what to do. I don't like this bottom part here. Maybe inward. Oh yeah, I like that. Maybe inward, and maybe we can play with some color there as well. I didn't know why I stopped at the head with like these. I think we have to play with color more and see if we can introduce that somewhere else, like in here, for example. Just kind of make it flow around the body. Now it looks like more biomech, like there are like cables inside or so. I really like how it looks. Feel like we also need more color on the upper torso, but let's see what we can come up with. Cobra style. Oh yeah, now that you said it. Maybe I'm not a big fan of this part here of the head. Now that you said cobra, maybe we can push that outwards a lot, like a cobra. Oh, I really like this shape. Thank you so much, Alina. I think this is super cool. Yeah. Let's do something with it. This is definitely interesting. An ant? Yeah, you definitely get these ant vibes from the head as well. An ant cobra mix so far. Maybe this part is also merged into the body. I pushed it down or pushed it back like quite a lot. Maybe we actually also move it into the body. So that's all like one big kind of shape. it's kind of a mix. It feels a little bit like a sculpt, like a statue, but at the same time, it looks like there's actually somebody in there. Mantis, also like a very, very cool inspiration for stuff like this, I think. Ovals down chest might be nice. What do you mean down the chest? You mean like in the lower part, in the abdomen area, or? Human larva coming out of Mantis body. That sounds nasty. And it's definitely dark and would probably be kind of awesome. But even though I'm like doing this Giger-esque thingy here, I'm not that like too big of a fan of like gore or like super creepy stuff. So I think this is not something that I would do. Again, like Giger-esque, but I want to have some of me in that too, you know. Do everything by mouse? No, man, never. I always use a tablet for like everything I do. Even when I model in Cinema 4D. It's all tablet. You're accepting the suggestion without no negative thoughts. That's so super cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we are creating stuff here. You're welcome to participate. I'm happy if you guys have suggestions, and I'm willing to try it out. And if it works, it works, you know. Sometimes I go, oh no, this is not what I want to do, but at least I'm free to choose, right? Sometimes I say no to a suggestion because it goes into a direction that I don't like. But sometimes, yeah. And it's also, I think, cool for you guys, you know, to see like a little like shape or like an idea that was based on a suggestion you made. I think that's super fun. Kaizen. Hey mate. What's up buddy? How are you doing? I'm good. I'm definitely having a good time here. It's always super fun with you guys. No matter how much I worked or how exhausted I am, it's always such a bliss chilling in the stream with you guys. I think this is too much, yeah. I think this is too much. Eyes can be behind on your back. Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think I will not worry about the back part on the stream. I think we only have 2 hours and I want to have something kind of like half finished, you know, by the end. I'm using a Wacom Intuos Pro. By the way, Kaizen is a super cool name. I'm definitely also, I love the Kaizen principle, you know, of like always growing, always experimenting, always learning and improving. I think it's an like awesome rules to live by, let's say. It's a Japanese principle, right? Kaizen. I want to try something else here. Maybe we can, you know, have these like little indents, like these little pockets, and have like yellowish, like little yellowish things looking through. Not like eggs, but I don't know. I want to try it. It's hard to explain what I want to do. Let's just do it. Something like this. Then we kind of place it in here. Just see what that does. I kind of like it. I think it will look very cool in the like abdomen area. Okay. Sonic spikes on the back. And we can definitely, let's see, not like super spiky, but I think I like the idea of like doing some more spikes because we already started with some. Will that be visible from the front is the question. Maybe it's more to the side. Let's see if we can make like the overall silhouette more interesting with that kind of idea. Is this too much? Oh, I actually like it. It looks like it looks even more venomous, you know, and dangerous. Oh yeah, I also like that it kind of embraces the sphere at the top. I'm delighted with this art. So happy to hear, Alina. I know that you are into like fashion too, and doing like cool like fashion designs and marvelous designers. So yeah, when I'm looking at this, I also get this feeling of, you know, putting some time into marvelous again. Third Eye, welcome, bro. Hey, Ranveer. Yeah, I think I will not. I mean, we could definitely do more here also with color on the back of her head, but I don't want to do like with a backside for now. These feel like a little too thick now. So let's move them a little bit inwards. Make them a little pointier maybe. I also want to do something cooler for the eyes. The eye area looks very boring right now. So let's kind of tweak that a little bit. I'll also push it back. I feel like the border, let's say, is way too thick here. Okay. Of course, we have to pay attention to the eye area that's directly behind, so maybe we have to push this outwards a little bit. Because I would want to keep the human inside. Of course, we could push it away, but I like the idea that this could actually work somehow, you know? Yes, it feels like we do something in your work. Love you, man, and huge respect. Thank you so much, bro. Happy you enjoy it. What about some antennas? I don't know, but maybe I have like a little, not antennas for like her suit, but maybe we can use like these parts we have here and then do some kind of weird thing on the side maybe. Is that too much? Could that work somehow? Let me try something real quick here. Almost looks a little like a cape. Maybe we use like the same shape, kind of direction of the arm. Could look nice. I actually like that. Yeah, I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Sometimes clients ask to copy exact reference they like. What's your thought on this? I don't like it. Especially if it's another artist, I always say no. Then they should hire the artist who did it. And I don't want to have like any part in it. I hate that some clients just want to steal like some artist's style or ideas, and then I should do it. Because maybe I'm cheaper and that artist is like super well known or so. I don't know. I definitely don't like it. And I'm very, very direct and honest to my clients. And I also think that as a freelancer, you have to kind of educate your clients on that, because maybe there was no bad intent behind it, you know, they were just not thinking about it. They just liked the style. So I'm always saying to my clients that we can, you know, go into this direction. I can develop a new style. I like developing new styles. So it's, I keep asking questions to see like, what are they really after? What do they really want to do? Why do they want me to copy like a certain style? What's actually the idea behind that, let's say? And then I can come up with something. She has 5 belly buttons. Yeah. I mean, isn't that a way to introduce your girlfriend to your friends? Like, you know, she's really cool. You will definitely love her. But guys, I have to tell you something that might be like a little weird. She has 5 belly buttons. But I love her the way she is, you know? Even with those 5 belly buttons. It's about love and acceptance, mate. Noxx, I found recently that it feels easier to sculpt creatures than it does humans. Do you find anything? Yes, absolutely. I can actually recommend that when you start, do not start with humans. Same for drawing. Humans are so hard to do. And we see the mistakes immediately. We are used to seeing humans every day. So it is very hard for us to do something like this, where we always see the mistakes. But we don't maybe lack the knowledge, you know, to pull it off and to actually know what we're doing wrong. So when I started sculpting, I sculpted a lot of creatures, actually. Because it's very forgiving. You can just start with a sphere. And this way you also learn about proportions. You know, it doesn't have to be a human head, like, but do an orc or whatever. It's so much more forgiving. So yes, I can definitely encourage you to do it. Because in the beginning, it's all about getting used to the brushes itself, you know, themselves. About pen pressure and everything. Sculpting humans, there's so much anatomy knowledge on top of you being able to use like brushes really, really well. So yeah, I can really recommend it. This is how I did it as well. Love the interplay of human and insect forms. Thanks, Jake. I also like, I mean, there are definitely lots of different animals, insects, inspirations in there, but so far I think it's not too, how to say, like, oh, not too crazy. Did I just kill the file because I accidentally dynameshed? Oh, I think it's good. You have to be careful with dynamesh sometimes. Alpha on the ears? Yes, man. Oh, absolutely. I think this kind of shape will look very, very good here. I'll do that in a second. Murat, your art is so cool. Wish you luck in the future. Thank you so much, mate. Thanks for sharing some kindness and love. What if you wanted to add like a little tail? Ooh. I think tail would make it like too demonic. I like the fact that this is like also almost like a statue, you know? If I add a tail, it becomes a demon. I mean, it already looks like a demon. I get that, but I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it looks like a price or a statue that's super tall. I feel like a tail would kind of take away from that. So let's use the Stingray Alpha here. We probably Dynamesh the head. We lost some detail there, so I will go for like a higher Dynamesh. That looks good. Of course, we need like the drag version. And without Sculptress Pro, and oh, this will look so good. Let's see. Let's mask the area out a little bit, so we don't have it everywhere. I think the intensity is like a little too strong. I think that looks good. We can do the same on this part here. Okay. The magic of alpha brushes. Coconut, welcome, bro. Good to have you here as well. How was the experience at NID while on exchange? Man, I loved my time at the NID. I loved India. The whole experiences, the people, the food. The life on the campus was amazing. Everybody had this kind of right mindset. We're just helping without asking questions, you know. I had this guy and he was working on some kind of, on something for a class. I don't know what it was anymore. It was a cat based. And he took like 1 hour of his time to explain stuff to me, even though he was working on something for his class. I think that was really crazy. People were just so nice and cooperative. I really like that. Maybe an Egyptian style necklace. I like the idea of the necklace because, or like of something that reminds us of a necklace, because so far I do not like this area here. So let's get rid of those. Delete hidden. We have to find a different solution for this neck part. Maybe the idea of a necklace can help with that. Glad you feel the same way. Yes, absolutely. Playing games and watching my stream. That sounds super chill. Maybe we can change the like overall shapes of these things a little bit more, make it more interesting. And not like only like oval, you know? I don't know. Can we have a crack in her chest, revealing like a glowing core somewhere? Yeah, I mean, we definitely, I'm trying to think about like what we could do here in this like upper chest piece. I'm also not happy with like the chest part so far. We'll definitely rework that. Nice alien. Thanks, Sankit. Travis, something like a Gorgon maybe. Thank you so much, man. Whew. I mean, because of these big eyes, I totally get what you're saying, man. I mean, I can imagine that it would be very cool, like later when I render her, to have like big, giant snake heads in the background. I think that could look really, really cool, and would grab some of the shapes that remind us of a snake so far. I mean, yeah, the legs are, I mean, the legs look pretty cool, I think, but the legs are mostly for now just alphas, so I haven't put like many details there. But you're right, I like the idea of playing a little bit with it so we have like a nicer silhouette. That's a good idea. CV Techno, hola. Love this so far. The ovals look great on the chest area. Sorry, I just removed them. It's also about making choices, and then you have to kind of stick to it. I mean, yeah, we could change stuff up again, but maybe we get like a better idea for what we can do here. Veins need to be like much more visible on ears as she's strong. Yeah, we can definitely push these. So far it's like an alpha, but we can definitely push these shapes. Like also for the arm, right? We could go in here. I think it's the form ZBrush BFS that kind of actually uses whatever is like beneath the brush and just pushes it like to the top. So you don't lose like the detail. So you can go in here and really push these shapes much more. Maybe put some emphasis, you know, on these little dots as well. Maybe that was a little too much, but there's definitely like lots of fine tuning to do here. But overall, I like how this looks like. So let's leave it like that for now. I like the chest. You could also do like a gem type thing. Yeah, that goes a little bit what somebody else said, right? Of having like something central. Yeah, let's see. I will get to that in a second. Do you watch anime? Oh man, I watch a lot of anime. I think there are like many awesome animes, and they're super creative as well. I think this is what I especially love about anime. There's just things that you can do in animes that is very hard to pull off in a movie. This is why all these movie and series adaptations of animes always suck. Because you can't do things that do not apply to the real world, you know? Also like character-wise, character building-wise, special abilities and whatnot. Okay, so let's see if we can do something here. What do we want, actually? By the way, I will save. I need to save. We saved like an hour ago, I feel. And it's only just 1 hour. That's good. Wow, just 1 hour. So we have 1 more hour, guys, on this sculpt. I'm already really happy. I like it. Her eyes on her ears. Do you think maybe we use these here and duplicate them and put them on her ears as well somewhere else? Or would that look too weird? I think it takes away from the design because the focus is I really like this shape and that it looks like some kind of ant eyes or something. I think it's not good if we have it here. And I also, now it feels like we have just yellow everywhere, right? We need to have these areas where we have no color. Maybe just smaller, but in the same kind of area. Like a spider, you know, with like lots of little eyes in the same area. Maybe that could work. I kind of like it. Not sure, but I'm zooming out to kind of figure out if this is something I could work on. I will leave it here for now. Potential character design can be used in Moon Knight Season 2. Yeah, they can hit me up. Always happy to just sell a design that I already did. Yeah, right? What a crazy hour it has been already. And such cool ideas from you guys. Vault visuals. Whoa, I came only back after like 1 hour and this looks amazing. Thank you so much. You like this kind of vein tissue here? Thank you. I think we just have to apply like the same design language we have here with like all these little dots, you know? Something kind of going across here. Maybe we just have to kind of apply that to the rest. Maybe that's why the chest looks like a little off now. Something like that. Same for the top. Does that work somehow? Happy you like the eyes, like the little addition there. Let's take this sphere and do what you guys said. Do like the full Iron Man here. And see if this is something that can work somehow. Maybe like a little more up. What if there's like a bigger one and then a smaller one at the top? What if we actually have some kind of shape that's like growing on top? Something like weird, I don't know. I don't know, that's a little bit too creepy if you ask me. Hey SilverX, welcome. It has multiple nipples. Yeah, now that you said it, man. Now that you said it, it still doesn't work here. And I'm also not a fan of what I just did in the center there. I will go back. Yes. Didn't like it. So let's try something different. Maybe more like so. And then maybe the same up here. I think that works so much better. Don't copy like Iron Man. No, 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 no. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's copied from Iron Man. I think it would be different if it would be like a some kind of circular somehow shape or so. Fizzy Jeans, this is ZBrush, mate. Maybe connect the cape thingy you got going from the neck and the back. You mean these two here? I was even thinking if we get rid of this one. Or maybe push it down a little bit. I think I like this more. Then maybe we push it out here. It kind of helps. Kind of wraps around this shape here. Something like this. I kind of like it. Hey JH, have you heard of ZBrush Core? Yes, but I never use it. You know, I bought ZBrush like many years ago. And I'm still using that version. I haven't upgraded to like a newer one yet with like the new subscription system. I'm still using the one that I bought many years ago. And the version I got many years ago also got like updated, right? Just when Maxon bought it, those updates weren't there anymore. Adeliki or Adeleke, joined late, welcome. Better late than never. Do a flip. Hey bro, how's life? All right. So let's get back to the head and finally change this kind of eye area here. Now it kind of looks like she has eyebrows, you know, going in that direction. Do we want to use that somehow? Kind of like these kind of spikes at this side here. It cannot be some kind of eye. I like these twirls. I've done that on the bird kind of skull that I did like some time ago. Is this something that could work here? She's beautiful. Thanks, McClare. No, definitely not a fan of like these twirly eyes. We will not do that. Maybe it's really just like the shapes from the side coming in here. I think that looks much better. Give her a mustache. Come on, dude. Yeah, damn, standard brush just perfect for this. I don't know. I think I don't want to highlight her eyes more. I think it's good that they that you kind of, you know, see these kind of insect eyes first and not hers. If I put color here, you would look into her eyes, right? Now your eye kind of wanders around. Maybe color on lips? Absolutely, we can do that. She has an Adam's apple. Now that you said it. But I think I'm fine with that. Okay, now I'm painting here. I feel it was like a little too much on the face. Yeah. I think that doesn't have to be like anything else. I think we can get rid of these. But the lips definitely add to it, 100%. What do you mean with electrical, Meg? You've said like something electrical like a couple of times, and I think I don't know what you actually mean by that. Nah, I will not give her. Now you guys are like making fun. Like, I'm not doing like any weird stuff here, like some kind of weird tongue or anything. Is this kind of cool actually? It kind of wraps around here. People are already thinking about like what kind of powers she has or what she might do. You know, some stuff is better be left to like the imagination. I don't like it, especially in movies as well, you know, when they tell you everything and you don't have to think, or they don't expect you that you like kind of get it yourself. The character has a story, has a feeling to it, and not everything has to be said, you know. Whew. Now I'm feeling like unsure about this kind of Iron Man shape again. And I think, yeah, I will get rid of it. Lots of back and forth in this area. But that's okay. I enjoy this part a lot, like the actual designing part, or like trying things, trying to figure out how you can solve stuff. I enjoy that a lot. Could actually be some kind of ribs in here. I like that idea. Let's see how it looks like. Definitely very different. You know, we had this kind of, these lines here, and now it feels like this area has like a design language that is like way too different. So we kind of have to merge that somehow. But maybe it's also just a matter of kind of details. If we would like, you know, go in here and then paint like these little ridges, I think that would work faster. Yeah, somewhat. They were probably too strong. I'm not making fun. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's a big difference of, you know, making like, you know, some suggestions and then just a little bit of bullshitting, but I get it. Time to save this again. Let's go. Saved. Looks like she missed her leg days. I don't think so. Good legs. I mean, you have to go to the gym a lot to have legs like these, I think. Or they would just be, you know, more straight. But yeah, again, I like how the lines overall flow in the legs, so I think I will not touch them. It's more like this kind of area that I'm struggling with. That I kind of redid like a couple of times already. She reminds me of an oracle. Yeah, absolutely. This could be like I said, like in this giant hall, and then she's like super tall and maybe you have to like work your way up there to ask like the one question that you always wanted to know. What's the meaning of life? Or how do I get out of here now that I made it in? You good, bro? Thanks, Corex. It has an Egyptian vibe to it. Yeah, because of the pose, right? Because of the pose. Sir, I think it's time to update your software. I don't know, man. This is free now. So maybe let's go to the standard and use our Stingray brush again. Maybe we don't have to do much here. We don't have to have like sick detail everywhere. Maybe it can be more subtle. Definitely too high intensity. I actually like these ridges like just in the center. That could be something. Let's mask this area. Yeah, somewhat. I think I need these like little spikes that we have on the side here. I think they're like very, very important for like the overall design language. So I will get them in here. Oh yeah. So now we can maybe go in here and like take some of these and push them even more. Just creating a mask and see if we can push that shape a little bit more. Yeah, I think that was really good. And now we have those ridges in the middle, and I think it works really well. Then we get rid of this top part because I think it's not working. And we apply like the same design language with those ridges. We need some more intensity here. Yes. Okay. Just be like a little quick about it for now. Yeah. This is much better. The final result, I mean, we have like half an hour, like another half an hour. I don't know if I actually sent this over to Cinema 4D today. Maybe I stick or stay here in ZBrush. Good night, bro. This is ZBrush, mate. A little color on the legs. Yeah, right. I think we need something similar like we have here. So let's duplicate that. Is this all connected? It's actually connected. So let's delete the top part. And then see what we can do here. Maybe just a little bit in the top area. Like that. Whoops. Accidentally selected the wrong brush. Okay. Yeah, I think these ridges are super important. I think I will do that at the top as well. Just make this shape like so much more interesting. Okay. Have you ever played Dungeons and Dragons? I thought about like using sculpting to make like some characters. Actually, no, I never did. But definitely have some friends who want to, you know, bring me into the world of tabletop games and all that stuff. I can definitely see why it's like so exciting. But yeah, it's super fun if you have like a little printer. And I think again, right, if you don't start with humans and just do like some creatures, it's probably also like a better way, an easier way to start. I like this little spikier shape. I think this is really cool. Breaks it up much more nicely. Because I did it here, right? So I have to kind of repeat that somewhere else to make it more coherent. I mean, still, yeah, I think that looks better already. I think I don't want it at the feet because I want the eye to be like busy here, right? 9C, thank you, mate. It's very fun if I get the chance. Yeah, I'll definitely take that chance. I think the games I play with like some friends on like a chill game night are like only scratches on the surface for now. There's so much like cool stuff out there. All right. So of course, I mean, if we zoom in here, yeah, it's still quite low res. There's so much we can still do. And this can be like very, very fun and also like almost meditative. But someone earlier said, right, when do you know when you're like done? How much time do you actually invest? Or when do you say it's enough? And yeah, it totally depends on the project and if you do it for yourself. Sometimes I like, you know, just doing something in a stream and then leave it be. I don't have to finish everything I start, which just feels quite, I don't know, it takes a lot of pressure from me somehow. And I think that's a good thing. Because I'm usually like very strict to myself. So I'm trying to be like more forgiving and be a little easier on myself, you know? But yeah, you could definitely spend hours going in here and like really polishing something. Polish is like, I mean, now you have an idea of what this could be or what it is about, but bringing this like to a polished state could take days, right? And I like that in those streams, we go for stuff that is, you know, faster, no strings attached, seeing where it leads, kind of. I like that, giving myself this kind of freedom. Puts a lot of pressure on you if you think like you have to like finish everything you start. Fight! Welcome, bro. Master back at work. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've been at it for almost 2 hours. How long can you work without taking a break? Oh man, that really depends. I think, you know, I actually sometimes work in these like focus hours. So I focus for like an hour and a half, like fully focus, work, nothing else. But sometimes I'm like in the zone for like 3 hours or so, but then I'm really exhausted afterwards. But yeah, I think this is it. I think the less distractions you have, the better. So I'm always trying to create these, yeah, focus hours. Or let's say time of like no distractions. Yeah, you see there's like so much you can do here. It's super fun. I mean, I actually like the polish, but this is where you can spend like hours. And I think it's always important to kind of zoom out, especially when working for clients, you know, to see like, oh, does this make sense? Or is this something I could work or talk about with my client before? Probably yes, right? You don't have to finish like all these little details to get an idea across. This is ZBrush, mate. I remember last few streams you did some animals. Are you still working on those? Yeah, probably. I really like the idea of actually, you know, cleaning them up, full like polygon modeling, and then maybe actually animating them. I really like the idea, but I need some time for that. But I think you will definitely see them in Reels. I want to animate them for sure. Adam, good to be back. Glad to have you. Oh, really? Is there a trial for ZBrush? Have you ever played StarCraft 2? Yes, a lot. And now that you said it, could be Kerrigan, right? The Zerg Queen. I played StarCraft so much. Like, a lot. And I actually played Zerg. I'm a Zerg player. Man, this is just so fun. I can feel how I'm like, you know, with this kind of work, I talk less and less and start to get into the zone. I could spend hours here now, and I would love it. Maybe we should stop commenting and let you focus. Yeah, the thing is, I think when I was new to streaming, I actually did that. And yeah, people just leave. There has to be like something happening, you know? Oh, there's a Maxon account trial. That's cool. And then you can try like all the programs. I didn't know that. That's awesome. But yeah, guys, it's almost 2 hours. I'm really happy what we did today. And with all the cool ideas you had, like for the head and, you know, adding color here in those eyes and this kind of cobra shape. I really like it. I really like it a lot. I think I would definitely spend more time on this one. And I finally like this area here. Maybe this was the thing to do. Just creating some more depth in the sculpt itself. I feel like it's only been 15 minutes for the stream. Absolutely, it doesn't feel like 2 hours. Especially like the first hour when everything is very new, rough, and you progress kind of faster. I really enjoy this time, but yeah, time just flies. Time just flies. And somebody asked me earlier how long I'm working and when I take breaks. Sometimes I actually completely forget about time. And I forget to eat, which really sucks. You have to eat. But yeah, I mean, isn't this also like beautiful? I mean, aren't we like all looking for stuff where we can just get like completely lost in it? I think that's one of the, yeah, beautiful parts about it. Just get lost in that stuff. I think my pressure sensitivity is gone. Yes. Sometimes that happens and all I have to do is, you know, bring up this Wacom window and then the pressure sensitivity is back. Yes, okay, nice. Yeah, Adam, you missed like most of the stream. I mean, luckily it's all up on YouTube and you can like rewatch it. And I don't know, to be honest, how these notifications on YouTube work. Sometimes you get it, you know, just when you're like following and you don't even have to set a notification, I think. But that's probably kind of random. And I'm trying to set these timers like early, you know, because I know that I'll be streaming on Wednesday, right? So I'm trying to create these streams as early as possible. And then I think then it becomes easier for you guys to kind of tune in at the right time. Man, these kind of bone-like structures are so fun to sculpt. They're so fun. Can definitely do that for hours. Maybe I have to do some more creatures again. I don't like this mid area now. Now that the belly looks so cool. I'll see. But overall, I'm really happy, guys. I imagined a new race in StarCraft, and this would be the queen. Could be like actually the hybrids, the Protoss, Zerg hybrids, or some kind of other hybrid. I mean, this is what I like about the whole Zerg idea of the swarm kind of evolving. Who knows who they merged with here? It turned out cool. When can we see the render? I'll try to do it this week. I mean, I want to post more regularly on Instagram as well again. I worked a lot in like the last month, so I was not that... Yeah, so it was not possible for me to do much on Instagram, but I definitely want to like get back to it. This is way too strong. So yeah, maybe Thursday, Friday, maybe next week, because I also worked on like an artwork of mine, and maybe that's first. Let's see what feels better. Let's see how hungry I am for the sculpt here. Let's not get too crazy here. Much better. I need that emergency text to my phone. Noxx is streaming. That must be possible somehow, right? You should be able to set notifications for streams. It sounds like it should be possible. And if not, we have to talk to YouTube to put that button there. Or just make a reminder yourself that just comes up every week. Every week, 7 p.m. CET. Nice, bro. Thanks, Wyatt. Awesome as always. Thank you so much, bro. Keep the good work and have a good night. Thanks, man. Have a good night too. Yeah, the stream is almost done. Doing some stretches. I mean, yeah, this could be very cool rendered. I also like the idea of like these very giant snake heads in the background. Yeah, I would definitely render this one. I really like the sculpt. Not sure if I actually, want to merge the feet at the bottom together. Make it even look more like a big statue. And not like a human standing there. I think this could help. And then maybe even like pushing this area back, like, or down, like so. I could imagine something like this. Makes it also taller. I think this could look very nice. Also, looks like a little bit like an award, but I actually like it. Yeah, I think I will merge the feet together. It makes a lot of sense if you ask me. Can't believe I've been watching this for 2 hours. So satisfying. I am so happy to hear that, mate. So happy to hear. Glad you enjoyed it. Definitely goes both ways. I enjoyed this stream a lot, guys. Thank you so much. Do you get a reference for designs like this, or do you just run an idea you've had in your head? Yeah, basically just an idea I had in my head. I know I wanted to go for this kind of Giger-esque style. I know I wanted to do some kind of statue thing, but that was all. But you know, people during the stream also recommended stuff that I tried out, and then I, you know, see if it worked or not. And I kept some of the stuff. Some I just tried and abandoned, but yeah. Whoa, pop art. Whoa, what are you up to? Actually done now. We did like a 2-hour stream. And the stream is ending now. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for joining. I think this was really awesome. I'm very, very happy with the result we have here. A lot of sculpting done. Worked with some like cool alphas. I think the Stingray alpha was the best. I used like some X-rays of animals like turtle, fish, some kind of old ancient thingy, and then like a wing of a stingray. This kind of created these lines. Definitely very powerful to work with alphas, but be careful. They can be like too overwhelming, too much chaos. But definitely valid option. And concept design. I see some concept designers use alphas and stamps, and also some kit bash a lot just to get, you know, some overall idea and then seeing what they can commit to. I would say you're crazy good. Thank you so much, mate. Thank you so much. Thanks, Alina. Thank you so much, guys. And yeah, see you next week. I will try to be, you know, to keep you posted on rendering this one. I also want to share like one artwork of mine I've been working on soon. So yeah, there should definitely be like more stuff coming. So thank you guys so much. Have a nice evening or day or night. And see you next week. Bye.